In this session of basic Excel learning, we are going to explore the font group in the home tab. The font group has all the commands with which you can play around with the fonts in your Excel. So now this is the font group, friends. In the home tab, you can see here the font group. First is the clipboard, which we have covered, and now we will be talking about the font group. The font group, as you can see, has got commands which can be used to work on your fonts. Either it is the size of the font, style of the font, you want to give a color to the font, border to the area. All this can be achieved in this particular portion. We'll see all the commands in detail, right? So we have got some data here and we want to work on that data. This data is date, sales representative name, product, region, sales, and this data size is, as we have seen, it is more than 10,000 rows. So we want to work on this data and change the look and feel of this using the font group. So what we will do is, first we will select the whole data in one go. For that we'll use the shortcut Control Shift 8 as mentioned here. Control Shift 8 will help us select the whole group, right? Now once this whole group is selected, we can do some basic formatting on this. If I want to apply a border, I can just go and click here and I can apply a border on the whole of this area. Now if I want to give it light background color, I can just click here and I can choose any color on the background of this data. Right, any color if I choose, I'll just click here and I'll get that kind of data in the background. Light blue color I have selected for the whole background. Okay, now if I want to change this date things, I want to do the correct formatting, I'll use Control Shift down arrow, select this, and this we will learn in detail soon when we are covering the number section. But for now I'll just select the short date here and all this gets converted into date format. Now I will work on the heading part of it. I'll use Shift button and I'll select the first row. I'll select the first row and then I will go here and give it a dark blue color, the background. The font color I will change from here to white. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll change the color to more blue. Yeah, and now once I've selected the color, given the font its color, I would like to increase the size of this. So I'll click on this to increase the size. I will click here to make it bold. I click here and I make it bold. The shortcut for this is Control B, B for bold. And if I want to make it italic, I can just click here. If I want to underline, I can just click here, right? And if I want to have double underline, I'll just click on this arrow there, right? And I can get the option of double underline also. You can see I have double underlined it. I'll bring it in the middle so that you guys can see it clearly. So I hope you can see that we have been able to achieve this. Now, if I want to change the font style from Calibri, if I want to do another font styles, right, I can change the font style from there. If I want to change the width of this columns, we need to select the column, use the Shift button, select all of them and click on double tap here. And you can see that it has taken the place according to the requirement. Okay, now the font type you have seen we have been able to change. This one, this capital A can be used to increase the size and small a can be used to reduce the size of the font, right? Now, once we have been able to do this, we would like to see how we can change the border or give some special look to the border of our table. So I'll just select this. I'll use Control Shift 8 to select the whole data in one go, right? And I'll go to this border and I'll click here, and at the bottom of it I can see there is an option called more borders. If I click on more borders, this window opens up. And now suppose I want to apply a special border style which is like double line across. I'll click here and in the colors section here I'll go and give a color. I'll try to give a dark color so that we can see easily. Once I have selected this, I'll go and click on the outline and inside. And once I have clicked here, I'll go and click on apply. OK here. And as I click on OK, you can see that the border is applied all across my table.